instinctively.
I do.
Some words you just like.
Some I do not.
And I got the idea that here comes the weird thing where
Shemesh.
I again feel like I'm the only one here. Like
No, buddy.
things are
No.
just popping up, you know. I
No.
research something, I want to learn something. That
You
just pops up what I
exist.
want. And
You exist.
so when I look into this, I ask myself, why is the word shaman similar to
Why?
Hebrew word for
Shemesh.
the sun? You know, it's wait a moment. I'll fix it here.
Don't do it. Don't manipulate us.
Okay.
Not with your Hebrew.
So, yeah.
Not the Hebrew.
The sun.
Don't do
is
it.
This word here.
It's Shemesh.
Shemesh.
So that's a bit similar, Shemesh, but there. Let
me give you love.
Yeah, I'm thinking how to explain this.
Let's hear it.
So shaman, a
His
bit
restroom.
similar,
Shemesh.
Shemesh is out this way. Soul. He likes to use his
the word shaman,
litter box area.
If we look into the etymology,
he makes his poops.
Is
and his peas.
It means to
anyway,
know
back to the
something.
topic.
It actually means to know.
So you really have to forgive people
Eastern Asia.
and not let a bunch of stuff that's happened to you
some strange
bog you down.
Where this
or
first
bother
comes
you.
from, and it went into the Russian
Because
language, and from that way it went into.
It's bad for your soul.
I guess it spread.
It doesn't feel so bad out here now that it's.
The word shaman.
Shake that leg, shaman. Shaking that leg.
Basically means knowledge. Just like
twitching tail.
I know that the sun
you want that
means
food.
knowledge. The sun means.
Look at the way he's looking at me.
Enlightenment and illumination, like knowledge. You know, the sun means knowledge in some way, and in the same way we have this word shaman, which is very similar to the Mesopotamian sun god, and it's also very similar to the sun Shamash, shaman. Is it Shamash? Shaman. Very similar.
Very similar.
And I have looked at this a lot. You can't really imagine. I'm doing these translations daily. I do some different translations to different languages because that's my way of orientate orient. How would you say, like to navigate in truth? Like I try to navigate in truth, and I navigate by
linguistic
language because I like that. I think it's a good way to understand things.
It works.
And so I know what I should find here, but then all of a sudden I scroll down and I haven't seen this before.
What is it?
This wasn't here before.
Uh-oh.
It just popped up.
Pop.
Because
pop, 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 pop.
Because
you needed it.
I can just promise you it wasn't there. I'm so amazed. The sun didn't have this word before in Hebrew. And so I'm thinking like, okay, so did the word pop up because I did this research and draw this conclusion about knowledge and the sun and shamanism, and the word shaman means knowledge, but it also is this word. It means the sun. Okay, it means here sun, you say?
I've got one for you.
Sun. So this is not really
I've got one for you. Let's go for a ride.
Multi-Dimensional Magic by Fra 137. Copyright, Cabal of the Hawk and Jackal 93 and 1997 EV. Introduction. We used to call the multi-dimensional magic section Tesseract Magic, after the first of the major innovations in magic developed by Hawk and Jackal. Since then we have begun doing work in dimensions beyond the fourth. Few people that practice ceremonial magic use the Pythagorean solids 1, and fewer still use the hypersolids. Most people use only the plane symbols most commonly associated with magic. The pentagram ritual uses a plane figure to represent, invoke, or banish the elements and their power. So has the pyramid also been used. The hexagram, and sometimes the septagram, has also been used for the technology of invoking or banishing the planets. The hypersolid of the tesseract is used to invoke or banish the power of the dimensions, and they relate to the four elements of the ancients. The visualization of the hypersphere is used in the same way as the visualization of the circle or the sphere have always been used. To enclose space, differentiate between the within and the without, as a protective device. The triangle, tetrahedron, and hypertetrahedron are used to contain certain forces in their evocation, to contain the crystal in scrying, or in certain circumstances to hold the cup itself. These are the principal geometric forms that we have worked with extensively, although you may be able to extend the other Pythagorean solids to higher space. The tesseract working, which is a mystic working leading to magical effects, is a group meditation. Usually one or more persons assist in the rituals preceding the working. A star ruby, star sapphire, and then the adorations, and then finally a tesseract are done. This adjustment of the elements, planets, stars, and time is necessary to ensure the safety and focus of the group. The tesseract could be the tesseract ritual or the tesseract working depending on circumstances. The first three workings are described elsewhere, but the tesseract working itself is not. Each letter of the 22 letters that represent spirit, as well as some of its correspondences and its placement among the trumps of the tarot, are called out. Each is related in a sort of free-form story to its correspondences. Each is related in a sort of free-form story to its correspondences. Its place in the progression of dimensions is stated, so that the unconscious mind is led to think of a very difficult thing to visualize, a tesseract. These stories vary between workings. The most coherent of them have the most power.
You can feel it.
In another place I may recount one that I have used more extensively, but each person may work out one or several on their own. When the coherence is grasped, the kingdom is complete. The unconscious will inform the conscious when it is ready. The tesseract will turn and fold into a universe. 1. The tetrahedron, hexahedron, cube, octahedron, dodecahedron, and icosahedron. 2. You may of course also use hyperdimensional forms that are other than the regular ones, such as the equivalent of a pyramid in hyperspace. This is formed of 6 tetrahedra upon a cubic base, and arrayed around that base in 4 space. Difficult but not impossible to visualize. We do not attempt to empower the conscious mind so much as we seek to empower the unconscious, which contains within itself the superconscious and the subconscious. Understand that some people are afraid of the deep portions of their mind. Make sure you let them leave before they learn the key to the performance point 3.
That you are
Most of the mischief that I have seen done in this practice is caused by the warfare between these forces in an individual. Make your peace within before giving both sides this much power. Remember, we evolve by moving forward rather than up from down. Each aspect, whether demonic or angelic, is devoted to this cause, personal evolution. Do not fight your demons and your angels. It's bad for them, and rather stupid to be caught in the crossfire. You are a demon to your angel, an angel to your demons. As the Tesseract is being performed by the orator, all present concentrate their mind on the symbols being recited and the dimensional progression building. When the letter tau is stated at the end, the letter that represents this Tesseract folded, the persons present shift their point of view from the universe that they were in to another parallel universe that they have now arrived in. This jump is spoken of repeatedly in the dialogues. They're a phenomenon that we should warn you of. Time will sometimes be perceived in a different way immediately before, during, or after a Tesseract. This increases in the practice, though the fear and uneasy feelings concerning it go away in time and experience, rather like fear of flying. Precursor effects on reality are usually balanced by after Tesseract events, and are often symmetrical with them. The effect can be sudden shifts in time or space. Driving 100 miles in less than 20 minutes. Going through the same stop twice in the same direction on a public transit system. Losing the entire day. Someone once skipped their birthday. Distortions in space. Being able to perceive beyond a closed door to the extent that you walk into it. A universe where the sky is red and has green cracks in it. Universes where there is no radio or TV on the air, and there is a smell of ozone in the air. Jump again immediately. People can change eye color, hair color, height, weight, or personality. Only those that jump with you can be counted on. Everyone around you and every social circumstance can change rather dramatically in the most highly vectored jumps. Some say the Tesseract jumping is a better version of suicide, and should only be undertaken in the same circumstances. Some say it is habit-forming and leads to permanent tourist syndrome toward any universe one finds oneself in.